Welcome back. Sorry, got very dramatic. Welcome back to Steins Gate. Last time we read Suzuha's letter, which turned out to be a suicide note, and found out she failed and didn't get the IBN 5100, which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. So, I think we're gonna have... Basically, what she said was, instead of sending the D-mail that stopped her from leaving after not finding her father, which she did the first time, we should send the D-mail and let her leave, because that's before the time machine got broken, instead of leaving it until Daru has to fix it after being broken by the storm and that failing to work, because the reason she couldn't find the IBN 5100 was because she lost her memories while travelling, which isn't that helpful. So I think we're going to basically have to decide, do we just use the time leap machine and try those 48 hours again and see if we can, Daru, can fix it this time around, or do we send the D-mail and let her leave when the time machine is definitely working? I don't yet know which one I think is the best option, but I guess we'll see if we get any more info from others. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. An urgent bulletin pops up on the TV. I look up in surprise. Bomb threat suspends Yamanote, Sobu, Keihin, Tohoku lines. Damn, Moeka's men will be here any minute. There's no time to think, no time to hesitate. I run downstairs, break into the Brawn Tube workshop and turn on the 42-inch CRT. Then I return to the lab and activate the time leap machine.
Okabe,
what are you doing, Okabe? Risu demands answers. I can see the fear in her eyes. We can't just leave it like this. I have to do something. But Okarin, are you sure? Don't try to stop me, Mayuri. I can't let this stand. There are two options. I can cancel the D-mail that convinced me to pursue Suzuha. Sending a contradictory D-mail should do the trick. Or I can time leap again and prevent Suzuha from leaving. Two options, but really just one. Do not hesitate, Okabe Rintaro. Hesitation is unforgivable. Okay, so I can get my phone up. If I can send the D-mail... Right, let's think. I send the D-mail. She goes back in time earlier and somehow gets the IBN 5100 to us. And that means we can break in to CERN's database and stop them from figuring out that Okabe is time leaping. Or we just time leap and hope things will be different. Like, I suppose we technically have unlimited attempts at that as long as they can get the time leap machine finished each time and jump back those 48 hours. Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, hesitation is unforgivable. See, you already know what you must do. Stop pursuit. Last mail is CERN trap. That should be enough to convince me to let Suzuha go.
Chris, お前は日付を正確に覚えている特技があったな。
Risu, you're good at remembering dates, aren't you? Well, sure.
鈴葉の励まし会をやったのはいつだ？
When did we throw that party for Suzuha?
4日前、8月9日。
4 days ago, August 9th.
オカリン、D メールを送るの。でもそうしたら全部消えちゃうんだよ。
You're sending a D-mail, Okarin? But won't that make everything disappear? 4 days. It may not sound like much, but in that time we forged a definite bond with Suzuha. To send this D-mail is to sever that bond. I know that. I know that. But this is the only choice I have. I set the phone wave to 97 hours ago. This Gmail should arrive a few hours after the first. Now I just need to send it. Okay, wait 1 second. So, we send it. Suzuha leaves. We get the IBM 5100 and hopefully we can fix everything. But everyone loses their memories of the time spent with Suzuha. Okran will have his, but everyone else will have forgotten. Or we use the time leap machine and people can keep that relationship with Suzuha, or at least the 2 days of it, and can build that relationship up again. But there's the risk that we can't fix the time machine and we're stuck in this time line forever. So, I mean, like, I don't want Suzuha to be sad. Like, obviously she leaves because she thinks that she can't find her dad, like, she needs to get on with her mission. And she doesn't have the friends at that point that she will gain in the next couple of days. But is, like, a friendship with Suzuha worth potential, like, Mayuri's life and being trapped on this world line where CERN is after them? Because, yeah, if they get the IBM 5100, CERN shouldn't be after them anymore, or at least not as soon, and Mayuri should survive. That's the whole point. That was the plan, like, to get the IBM 5100, to remove the email from the database, something that would cause actual divergence onto a different alpha line, I think that was what it was called, and Mayuri would survive, because that's one of the big convergence points that they need to get off the line to change. Or, yeah, so, like, I think the only way they can sort of have more of a guarantee of succeeding at that is letting Suzuha go. But I don't know, it's a tough decision. Because the other way means that we just have to hope Daru fixes it, or we just eventually accept that we can't stop Mayuri from dying. Although, I guess, because of the time leap machine, you can always, you know, try it a few times, and then if it still doesn't work, send the email then instead of just after one attempt. Because the time leap machine does give them sort of like an unlimited redo of these 48 hours, provided Kurisu gets it finished every time. Oh, I don't know. Now I just need to send it. Save Mayuri, that is my purpose. That is what drove me to leap through time. I'll do whatever it takes to save her. This is just one more sacrifice. Erase the time you spent with Suzuha. Destroy whatever bond you had. Send the D-mail. Push the button. Ugh. I saw your comments saying that, like, this is one of the big decisions that's going to affect how my game ends. And it stressed me out. I don't know. This feels like so much more of a big... I mean, obviously it is a much bigger decision than any others I've made before. I say obviously, I don't know, maybe one text I, like, said the wrong thing, and it's... And, you know, I said something about that frog thing that Mayuri liked, and that's already set an ending in stone for me. I don't know. Okay. Stop pursuit, last mail is CERN trap. Do I send it and try and save Mayuri, or do I not send it? Ah! I don't know what to do! Ah! Push the button. Or don't push the button. Okay, so. I might push the button, I think. Because Okarin has been so set on saving Mayuri. He's time leaped however many times already. And there's no guarantee Daru can fix this time machine, like, in 2 days. Like, it might just be impossible. But it's sad about Suzuha, but also, like, this is what Okarin is aiming for. This is what they need to do. This is what... The plan has always been for her to go home tonight. Well, not home. She's not going home. She can't go home. To 1975. She just took a brief stop Oh my god. I think I'm gonna do this, and then all of you are gonna be in the comments going, you made the wrong decision. Everything's gonna go terribly wrong now. Oh, do I send it or not? Stop pursuit. Push the button. Like, Oakham clearly doesn't want to do it. I really wish I could Google, like, what's the best choice so that I would know, but I'm playing this blind. Which means I'm very likely to make really bad decisions. I'm gonna send it. See what happens. Send. Oh god. I start up the microwave. The discharge begins immediately. I place my thumb on the send button. Are you sure? No, I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm doing. Mayuri's voice is choked with tears. Our memories of Suzu-san will disappear. Is that really okay? I mean, none of you will know. Only Okaran will know. Oh! It's giving me like a chance to like back out, which makes me think sending it is the wrong choice. Memories flash through my head. Oh, I'm getting some flashbacks. Being with you guys, even for just a little while, was great. Going to finish what you started, Dad, I promise. Well, I'll see you in 35 years, though I guess it'll only be a few hours for you guys. I mean, I'm also trying to think, like, what does Suzuha want? I guess Suzuha would want the friends. She did say she never had friends before. Change the future, please. Oh, God. Suzuha, I've made my choice. I won't ask for your forgiveness. Ultimately, I'm doing this to save Mayuri. But at the same time, the words you spoke on that rooftop are still strong in my heart. You entrusted to me your hope for the future. If I'm to honour that wish and fulfill mine, then the time we spent together can never have happened. Well, I guess I've sent it! I don't know if I've made the right choice. Oh no. Oh, chapter 7! I feel like I've literally been playing chapter 6 for a month. Over a month. It's been a very long time. The world shatters into geometric shapes that expand and contract like rubber toys. Light gathers between my eyes. Stars explode behind my eyelids. Gradually, colour returns to the world. I wait for the vertigo to pass. Cold sweat oozes from my temples. Pressing my fists against them, I slowly force the air out of my lungs. Has the world line changed? I head to the lounge in order to check the divergence meter. Will they still have the divergence meter? Gone. No, they won't have the divergence meter, so Zuha gave them it. I checked the meter a few minutes ago, just before the world line changed. Now it's nowhere to be found. I quickly realise what has happened. Suzuha gave me the meter after we stopped her from leaving. My D-mail undid those events. I feel like I made the wrong choice, guys. I'm sorry. Of course the meter isn't here. A surge of regret seizes my heart. I clench my teeth and endure it as best I can. If nobody else remembers, then I alone will keep these memories of Suzuha alive. I look around the room. Mayuri and Kurisu are on the sofa, dozing on each other's shoulders. Daru, oblivious to the vulnerable high school girls behind him, is playing an eroge on his computer. I take a deep breath and turn on the TV. I flip to a news channel. The world line should have changed. I erased the time we spent with Suzuha. That should have allowed her to leap to 1975 without losing her memories. and the IBM 5100 should be in our hands now. We can use it to hack into CERN and erase the data they intercepted from us. Without that information, Moeka's men won't attack the lab. Mayuri won't have to die. That's how it should be. That's how it has to be. Otherwise, why did I sacrifice Suzuha's dream? You didn't sacrifice Suzuha's dream. Like, Suzuha wanted... Yeah, like, she wanted to meet her dad, I guess, but, like, she kept saying her dream was to change the future and to save the future. And by doing that, she had to go back to 1975. Like, this was what she wanted as well. The quickest way to confirm the change would be to check for any delays at Akihabara Station.
Daru, Yamanote sen wa tomatte iru ka?
Daru, is the Yamanote line stopped?
はいや、止まってないんじゃね?
I don't think so.
ネットで調べてくれ。
Check online.
今いいところなのに。
Wait, I'm at the best part.
頼む。
Please. Daru sighs and calls up train information.
やっぱ止まってないみたいだお。
Doesn't look stopped.
ありがとう。
Thanks. The world line has changed. Which means that our IBM 5100 should be in the development room. I head back there to search for it. But contrary to my expectations, I can't find it anywhere. What's going on? I look at my watch. It's 7:43 p.m. Moeka's men attack at... what time again? My heart is pounding like a drum. That D-mail was supposed to fix everything. The trains are moving as scheduled, which means that Moeka's men aren't about to attack. Why does it feel like nothing fixed at all? The IBM 5100's absence is extremely disturbing. Guys, I may have messed up a bit. I want to sit down and think about where it could have gone, but a voice in my head is screaming that there's no time. I need to calm down. It's hard to think straight after everything that's happened. I check my watch again, 7:46 p.m. Images from the assault flash through my mind. Mayuri bleeding to death on the floor, the smell of gunpowder in the air. I frantically shake the visions out of my head. I look towards the lab entrance. The door has yet to be kicked in by a team of hitmen. I swallow hard, petrified with terror. Please, don't let anything happen. It's past 9. I peek at the street through the window. Nobody's there.
オカリン、誰か待ってんの? さっきからやたら下を気にしてっけど。
Are you waiting for someone? You keep looking out the window. Daru's right. I've probably looked out of the window 20 times in the past hour. And not a suspicious figure in sight. Moeka's men still haven't appeared. The raid was before 8, if I remember correctly. I think it's safe to say that my changes to the past have prevented it from occurring. Suzuha's sacrifice was not in vain. I let out a deep breath. I'm sweaty and disgusting. It's like my anxiety has pushed all the sweat out of my body.
Mayuri, それにクリス。
The two girls woke up from their nap about half an hour ago. Now they're eating cup noodles.
今あんた、私の名前、普通に呼んだ?
Wait, did you just say my name correctly? Harisu looks at me in astonishment, like she can't believe her ears.
二人とも食事が終わったら帰るんだ。もう遅いから送っていく。
When you're done eating, go home. It's late, so I'll go with you.
そうする。
Okie dokie.
別に岡部なんかに送ってもらわなくても一人で帰れるんだけど。
I don't need an escort from you. I can get back by myself.
いいから。誰も支度しておけ。
Just listen, Daru, you too.
え? 僕も?
Huh? Me too. Train lines running through Akihabara are operating normally. The there's no bomb scare and no sign of Moeka or her men. I know I read that aloud just now, but it's changed scene, so I think I'm gonna leave it there. Yes, so please don't tell me in the comments if I've made the wrong decision, because I don't want to know. You know, I'm sure I'll find out for myself. It was a pretty tough decision. I mean, I'm sure I've said before in this playthrough that I haven't felt like I've really made any decisions that have big effects on the storyline, or I think there's some I missed because I've missed a couple of phone calls and I don't know how much of an impact my text responses have had, but this was the first one that really felt like I was like at a fork in the road and had to pick one way or the other, and that was really stressful. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens now that it doesn't look like Mayuri's gonna die, even though we don't have the IBN 5100. I wonder why that is. Also, we have not seen, I know I've said this in other videos recently, but we haven't seen Faris or Luca in a while, and I miss them. I want to see them again. I hope they're okay. I especially hope Faris is okay. Her messages weeks ago now, at least for us, sounded pretty depressed. So, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I guess we'll see. I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, like I said, please don't tell me if I made the right decision. I'll know. I'll figure it out. Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time.